So EXO's new album came out, and I pre-ordered it. I pre-ordered all 3 versions, and I've got them, and I'm going to show them to you. So this is EXO. I'm just going to like get right into it. Although it's going to be a little hard to show you just because of the way that they're set up, and I'm not going to show you every page because I don't think this angle would work out well. I may end up doing another video, like thoroughly going through it, each one, but I'd have to, I think that would work better like on the floor and changing the angle of the camera so that it looked downwards, and yeah, standing up probably wouldn't work as well. Yeah, so this is EXO's 5th album. They do, for the most part, they do full-length albums because sometimes K-pop groups do mini albums. EXO doesn't really do that. They just have one full-length album a year. That's how it's been since they've debuted, except for a couple mini albums when they were split into EXO-M and EXO-K, which I'm not going to get into if you're not into K-pop or EXO and you don't know about that, because this just isn't the video for that. So I got all 3 versions. There's the number 5 on each spine, and I will tell you, I'll give you an overview right now of each. This one is called the Allegro version, and it came with this poster. This is the Andante version, and it came with this poster. And this is the Moderato version, and it came with this poster. Here's all 3 again, and I'll just go through them in the order that I just did, starting with the Allegro version, which, did I even mention that the title of this album is Don't Mess Up My Tempo? Because I honestly don't think I did. Okay, moving on. I'll show you the photo card and postcard that I got with this one. So I'm gonna like go through the members in a little bit. So my photo card, I got Xiumin and Baekhyun as the postcard. So you open it up and here's the CD. All the CDs look the same. And this one is just like a sort of black and white tone throughout it. And I don't know which is my favorite. It's between this one and one of the other ones, obviously, but this one might be my favorite. We'll see. I don't know. So I'm just going to show you some random photos. There's Chanyeol. I'll do like a photo of each member, or a couple photos of each member. Here's Kai. And the members are like in the order of the way that their like songs are, which is something I'll get to in a bit. Here's Dio. So there's a lot of black and white photos, and then photos that have the sort of like military look, I guess. Here is Baekhyun. This is what I mean by I don't know how to hold it very well, and it would be really hard to show you every page. Here is Xiumin. Here's Chen. He's a little far away there. There's a close-up though. Here's Sehun, who actually I accidentally skipped. He comes before Chen. And then Suho is last. There's that photo, and this one. And then each album, after it goes through the photos, it has like this track list page. So there you can see all the tracks. It goes Tempo, Sign, Ooh La La, Gravity, With You, 24/7, Bad Dream, Damage, Smile on My Face, Oasis, and then the Chinese version of Tempo. And then each song also has its own page. But what I really like about these pages is that Tempo is just like everyone's song. But something that they did for this album is that each member has like his own his own song, like, but I don't know how to phrase it. Oh my God, I should have looked this up because I don't want to say that it's like their song, and I don't want to say that it like is supposed to represent them, even though both those things are kind of true, but not in the way that they were like the only member to work on that song, or that like they're personally like represented in the song. I don't know how to explain this. But for example, here, Sign is the second song, and here you can see like the fire. So this is Chanyeol because of their powers, which is also something I just can't get into. But like the way that EXO debuted is that each of them has powers. Each of them has a power. And yes, so I'm going to tell you which song goes with each member and what their like power is, because you can tell from each page. The fire, here, you can tell. Okay, so Sign is Chanyeol, his power is fire. Some of the members also have like another word or like a representation of their power. So Chanyeol's is also Phoenix. Like I'm not exactly sure again, like wording there. And then Ulala is Kai's song, and his power is teleportation. So it's kind of like this teleporting swirl, I guess. Next is Gravity, which is Dio's song, and his power is force, so it like kind of looks like cracked earth, like it reminds me of a desert. And then the next song is With You, which is Baekhyun's song, and his power is light, and also like it's represented by the sun. Like I think those are their symbols, but I don't know what the other symbols are for the people. I guess I only know some of the symbols off the top of my head. Then 24/7 is Schumann's song. So here you have Icicles. His power is frost, which is, I guess, his symbol. I guess that's what I'm going to call it now. His symbol is snowflakes, or a snowflake. Also, I guess I should also say, like, I've only been into K-pop a little more than a year, so I'm definitely no expert, but I just thought I would share this. I'm also really excited about it. So, the next song is Bad Dream, and this is Sehun's song, and his power is wind. Damage is Chen's song, and his power is called thunder, but its symbol is lightning. So here it looks like, it kind of looks like lightning. And then the next song is Smile on My Face, which is Lay's song, and his power is healing, which the symbol is a unicorn. And Lay is the only Chinese member left in EXO. They originally had 12 members, 4 of them were Chinese, but 3 of the Chinese members left, and so now Lay is the only member left who is Chinese. And currently, he's not working with EXO. He did record the Chinese version of Tempo with them, and he worked on that and the music videos for Tempo, both versions. But he didn't work on anything else for this album, unfortunately. He's still a member. There are 9 members, but he's doing his own like solo things right now, as well as there's a lot of like political tension between China and South Korea. So he is not participating in EXO like group activities as of now. But he still has a song, Smile on My Face. And then lastly, for the songs that have like a member representation, Oasis, which is Suho's song. He's the leader of EXO, and then his power is water. So here it looks like a wave, which I think this is like my favorite like page, my favorite like photo on here. Photo? It's not really a photo. Graphic? Okay. And then there's photos at the end. And one more page that you may miss because it kind of sticks together. And it's the credits page. And then one more photo. So, yeah, this is the, Allegro version. Now moving on to the Andante version, which I may be mispronouncing, by the way. Okay. So, I'll show you the photo card. Once I have to find it. I keep my photo cards in the albums when I get them for some reason, like where I found them, because, you know, they just stick it in any random page. So my photo card for this one is Sehun, and he's covering half his face. And then the sort of postcard is Suho. And the photo cards, if you don't know, the photo cards are like taken by the members themselves, and then the postcards are a photo that's in one of the books. So it's a promotional photo. And this version, there's the disc again. All the discs are the same. This version has a sort of like gold theme to it. I don't know how well you can hear me behind the album. Oh, okay, yeah. It's this version and the first version that I showed you that I don't know which one is my favorite. But the next one is definitely my least favorite. I'm going to do the same thing and just show you like one page for each member. So first we have Chanyeol, who is one of the rappers, and he's my bias. I love Chanyeol. Also, film reference here, he's wearing an Eraserhead shirt, and I was like, oh my god, I was like dying because Chanyeol's my favorite, and I love David Lynch, and he's wearing an Eraserhead shirt, and it was just really exciting. He also wears it in the music video. Oh, that's a good photo. Okay. Here is Kai, and he is one of the dancers. And they're all pretty much vocalists, even though they are like main vocalists. I was just going to tell you like a little bit about each member since I'm showing you photos of them. And it's taking me a minute to figure out which page I want to show you, I guess. Oh, I'm pulling my hair. Now, Dio. So again, we have like black and white photos, but also the outfits that they were wearing in the music video. Oh, I keep pulling my hair. Baekhyun, who is like bias wrecker. And Dio and Baekhyun are both vocalists. Next is Xiumin, who is the oldest, but like honestly, when I first got into EXO, I thought he was the youngest. Simple mistake, easy mistake, common mistake. And he is also a vocalist. And then Sehun, who is a rapper, but also he is a dancer. I don't know which one he is more known for. Chen, one of the main vocals. And then this photo is actually like sideways. And then we have Suho, who is the leader. Did I already say that? He's the leader and he's a vocalist. EXO is a group of vocalists. Like they are known as like the vocal kings of K-pop. I feel like any K-pop fan would agree with that. So I feel comfortable saying that. And then all the pages again for each song is the same. It's just the different like color scheme. And then the photos at the end. This is like so obviously edited together, you can tell. And lastly, for the Moderato version. So for the photo card, I got Suho, which it's not in focus. It's not going to focus. Okay, it's not focusing on him. Like, my face is bigger than his is. But I'm just like, the reason why I get so close is because otherwise I can't see what I'm filming if I'm just like blocking my view. And then my postcard is Dio. And these are just plain on the back, and then it says, don't mess up my tempo. So this is like the biker theme. Like this version is specifically the sort of bikers in the desert theme that everyone was seeing for the promotional photos. And this one is like silver. Also, I guess something I didn't mention before is that it has each member's like number, except like with these lines through it. I don't know what this sort of like effect is called, but So Chenyol is first, and his number is 61, and then it shows, it goes through his photos. I'll show you a different photo, though, because I want to. Okay. So here are a couple other photos of him. And then when you get to Kai, it's his number, which is 88. And then again, it like continues with his photos. I'm not going to go through like everyone's number, or maybe I should. I don't know. I got to show you all these photos though. I have to show you all the photos. Dio's number is 12. Shows him. And then a couple more photos. Baekhyun's number is 4. That's a really good photo. Did I say he's my bias wrecker? Like, honestly, I can't, is what I'm saying, okay? So there's a couple more photos. Each version has some, like, black and white photos. Schumann's number is 90. What does that say? 99, right? I don't know their numbers. I don't have those memorized. Sehun's number is 94. I know that because that's the year he was born. Chen's number is 21. And Suho's number is 1, which I'm assuming is because he's the leader. And I'm also kind of wondering, I don't know if he was like the first member to like officially be a part of EXO, if you get what I'm saying, or like be a part of SM. SM is the company that EXO is under. So here are a couple more photos of Suho, which means guardian in Korean, which everyone loves because he's the leader. Yeah. So then the last couple pages there with some photos. What is that? What does that say? I have no idea. But oh, it's like they're walking away. How weird that this is the last version that I showed you. It just happened to be that this was the third album that I opened, and that's the order that I was going in, is what I opened first. So these are all 3 versions, all lined up. So this is the Allegro version. The one in the middle is the Andante version, and this one here is the Moderato version. And I guess that's it. I will tell you though, what my 3, I don't know. It's really hard for me to choose favorite songs on this album, especially because I feel really similarly with the way I feel about this to the way I feel about their previous album called The War, which is like, it's one of my favorite. I don't know which album is my favorite from them, but it would probably be The War. Like if I had to choose, I'd probably say The War. And at first, I liked The War, but I wasn't in love with it. Like I don't think it was my favorite at first, but then I just like kept listening to it. And I wasn't getting tired of it at all, and I wasn't like skipping songs a lot. And that is like the same way that I'm feeling about this one, even though it's only been out like a week. I don't know. So I have a hard time choosing favorite songs, but if I had to choose a top 3, it would probably be Gravity, Oasis, and Bad Dream. And I don't know. I love Tempo. Oh my gosh. I will link the music video in the description because it's so good. Like I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting. Tempo is not what anyone was expecting, and that's the title track. That's what they have the music video for. I'm wondering which song, if they're gonna have another music video for a different song, or like what dance practices they're gonna release. I don't know. I'm just really excited, and this is really awesome. And this is actually my first EXO K-pop albums that like I have the winter album from last year called Universe, but that's not like a main release, and so I really like having these. And that, by the way, the backs are all just black with some like, it has some like tire marks on it. I'm trying to think of like anything else that I would like to say before I just wrap this up. EXO is my favorite K-pop group. It's personal preference, but also like part of it is because I don't get tired of any of their songs. Like when they just have like a sound that I really like, but none of their songs have really gotten old. Like some, they rotate depending on like what mood I'm in or what I just feel like listening to more, depending on if I feel like I've overplayed a song maybe and want to hear other ones. But I never like skip an EXO song, and that just doesn't happen with any other K-pop group for me. So that's part of the reason. I could literally do a whole EXO, a bunch of videos, but yeah, I just wanted to share my albums with you. Also, by the way, I'm honestly just thinking of any last minute things to say. These are all stickers, so they do come off. I don't know if I'm going to take mine off yet. I'm questioning it. I'm not sure. Okay, so yes, this is EXO's fifth full-length album, as opposed to a mini album called Don't Mess Up My Tempo. Just give it a try if you don't know who EXO is and you're just like a viewer of my videos. Just give it a chance. And yeah. So, here they are again, one more time. I don't know which ones. Is this one my favorite? I think, I don't know. I don't have to choose a favorite. I got all three because I could. And I wanted to. So I did. And I pre-ordered them. And they came just a few days after they shipped, which was the day the album came out, which was November 2nd. Here we are. Okay, I'm officially ending this now. Thank you for watching, and if you are a listener of EXO, tell me what your favorite songs are from the album, and yes. Oh, tell me who your bias is? Yeah, okay. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.